and the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus.
3 FIBA World Cup. Today, the USA are back in action against Montenegro after going a perfect 3-0 in the first round of the group phase. A win this afternoon puts them that much closer to a spot in the quarterfinals. It's the FIBA World Cup on ESPN. Welcome to the Philippines and the FIBA Basketball World Cup on ESPN. Today, the United States faces Montenegro from the Mall of Asia Arena in Manila. My name's Josh Davis, and I'm joined here by Javon Shepard, former Michigan Wolverine standout and Canadian national team member. Shep, give us your thoughts on the USA's performances so far.
Well, they've been absolutely disruptive. They've got out, they've ran the basketball, deflections, steals, rebounding the ball, just under 29 points in fast breaks. So to scout this group is extremely tough because they do it collectively.
Yeah, they've been dominant in the initial Group C, but now they're going to move to Group J, a new group that features Lithuania, Montenegro, and Greece. The two top teams from this group will then advance to the quarterfinals, but today's opponent, Montenegro, features a recognizable face, two-time NBA All-Star Nikola Vucevic.
Vucevic, some guys just thrive in international play, and Vucevic is one of those guys shooting just under 60% from two. But when he's most dangerous is when he's getting on offensive boards, when he's getting to the free throw line, when he's stretching the floor from the perimeter. USA is going to have their hands full with him. But I'll tell you this much, there's a budding star on USA, and that's Anthony Edwards. He told us the other day he keeps this game simple. I'll get you a bucket, and I'm going to get you a stop, and that's what he's come out here and done at all three levels. I think what's been most impressive is how physical he is, and he plays much bigger than a 6'4" frame.
Well, let's take a look at USA's key stats from their first three games. They've just been dominant, winning games by an average of 34+ points per game. They've had three leading scorers, and we'll be back shortly after the break for the opening tip.
And last but not least, the wonderful crew at McDonald's.
Hello, welcome.
Eat pretzels. Eat more pretzels. Watch movies.
And last but not least, the wonderful crew at McDonald's.
Hello, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order, please?
ご注文はお決まりですか?
Quarter pounder with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
I haven't had a Big Mac in a long time.
How many Filet-O-Fishes did you eat? That's over several months, Ryan.
In Puerto Rico, a McFlurry is called a Señor Flurry.
2 golden menus.
McDonald's.
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 They're McDonald's. I'm McDowell's.
Are you gonna order something?
Long weekends are for you time. You installing, you painting, you organizing, you washing, and you saving. Do Labor Day your way by shopping at the Home Depot.
Eat pretzels. Eat more pretzels. Watch movies. Watch more movies. Get airline miles. Get One Key Cash. Book in-app to earn One Key Cash on top of your airline miles.
Enjoy your meal.
Thanks, you too.
Question: how do you recover from an awkward exchange?
Hey, don't forget to set your lineup tonight.
ESPN Fantasy Football.
Thank you.
Hello, Patrick Mahomes.
Who do you even play for?
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile has plans that make upgrades work for you. They even have a plan which makes you upgrade ready every year.
That's good play calling.
Cheers.
Take charge of your upgrades with our Best Go 5G plans at T-Mobile.
With the Home Depot app, the tools to keep the job moving are always in reach. Need specialized equipment? Tool, truck, and equipment rentals are just a tap away. Working a tight schedule? Order with our app and have it delivered to the job site for free. Managing expenses? Use our app to easily track and earn your Pro Extra benefits. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
Welcome back to the FIBA Basketball World Cup. It's the countdown to tip-off presented by Tissot. We're just moments away here from the opening tip. Montenegro, USA, the first game of Group J for USA. They just play great basketball.
Yeah, and I think for this matchup right here, two teams that play contrasting styles. Montenegro, obviously, they just want to keep the game slow, punch it down low, and play there. And USA, we know what they do. They get up and down and run. It was funny yesterday having a couple laughs with Grant Hill saying this Montenegrin team, the sets that they run are from back in the 90s, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how both teams come out and attack.
Yeah, Montenegro has had success defensively. They lead the tournament in steals so far at 10.7 points per game. And it's the countdown to tip-off. We're just 1 minute away now from that opening tip. Meanwhile, on the other end, USA leads in so many statistical categories. I mean, they come in averaging 106 points per game. That would be 127 if they were playing a regulation NBA game, 48 minutes.
Yeah, but you see how they're doing it collectively. You really can't scout this team because there's a number of players that step up. They play selfless basketball. They share it, more importantly. And this is a group that they're not competing against each other to be the starter, competing with one another. And that's what makes this team so good right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're shooting 55% from the field, 39% from three. You mentioned the sharing, 26 assists per game. So Steve Kerr has just been so fortunate, so many luxuries to choose from. And of course, the bench has been outscoring the starters in their first 3 games. That's what we call depth.
Bench mob coming in, and the luxury they have, they can watch the first 3-4 minutes and see the tempo of the game, see how, you know, their opponents guarding them, and then they come in straight attack mode. And Reeves been, you know, a big anchor in that end, and obviously Josh Hart now coming off the bench and being inserted into the starting lineup for the 2nd game in a row. But you can't say enough about the bench, and that's what you want. You know, your bench squad to come in and lift up your starters and push them.
So after the USA went a perfect 3-0 in Group C with victories over New Zealand, Greece, and Jordan, they'll look to face Montenegro here today. Montenegro had games against Mexico, Egypt, and Lithuania, winning 2 of those, but then losing their last one against Lithuania, 91-71. So they're looking to bounce back here this afternoon. We are live at the FIBA World Cup. It's the Mall of Asia Arena, Group J action. Montenegro in red, the USA in the white. Welcome all you basketball fans around the world. First action here, Nikola Vucevic. Gonna get a lot of touches. It goes inside. Popovich looking to get a post feed. Shot clock down at 5. Here's Kendrick Perry. He gets in the lane and a high runner offensive foul. Jalen Brunson getting in there to pick up the charge.
Well, Jalen Brunson extremely smart. They're just knowing that this Montenegrin team, they're really good late shot clock when it gets down to 5 seconds. And Perry there with the attack. Brunson just setting up shop and picking up the charge.
Yeah, Kendrick Perry, definitely a pass-first point guard. You see there his stats coming into today's game, 13.3 points per game, but does like to set up his teammates. And you know Jalen Brunson does too. Here's Mikal Bridges. They like to get Jaren Jackson Jr. going early. Another post touch for him. Goes right at Vucevic. Left-handed hook. Oh, the little push shot is nice.
Similar start to their last game. Floppy action, post touch, and Jaren Jackson getting the team off to a good start right into the chest of Vooch.
Yeah, you see Jaren Jackson Jr. 90% from inside the arc so far in the tournament for his 11 points per game, as Montenegro looking for their first basket. Here's Popovich. Nice take off the glass.
Great start as well. Post touch, kick out to the baseline, extra pass, and an attack with the inside hand. Great finish.
Here's Brunson. Couple hesitation dribbles, pump fakes, gets inside, a scoop for two, no good. And Montenegro comes away with a rebound. Perry goes inside. Simonovic, some of you might recognize him from his Chicago Bulls days. The big man, nice jump hook over Josh Hart.
And right now, Montenegro is just trying to find the matchups and get the ball in the post.
Yeah, they're a big team, half size, but so does the USA as Anthony Edwards gets called for a travel. We've seen that happen on a couple of occasions in the first few games.
Yeah, he got a little too excited, a little too happy there. Was thinking about the dunk and the finish first. Again, that ball's got to get on the floor before the pivot. Here you can see the post up on Hart over the right shoulder, and just a nice finish, taking advantage of the size.
Yeah, Simonovic, 13 points in just 15 minutes against Lithuania in that loss. Here's Vucevic. Great footwork inside, too strong, but Simonovic almost got the offensive rebound. Here comes the USA. They love to run. And there's going to be a foul on the perimeter committed by Popovich.
Stop there by Popovich, and just knowing that USA wants to run. Brunson attacking on that change of direction, change of speed. Popovich saying, slow down now. You're not getting off to the races.
Of course, the NBA kind of implemented that intentional foul and sportsmanlike foul that FIBA used for so many years, where you don't want to slow down fast breaks for the fans, as Bridge is unable to finish. Here comes Kendrick Perry. Oh, Vucevic for three, knocks it down. It's a great start here for Montenegro.
And that's where you got to contain that with Vucevic right there, because he's shooting 50% from the three. So Jaren Jackson's got to get out there earlier to contest.
Brunson looks to respond. I want to say the big man, but he's a point guard in the big man's box.
Well, he plays big and his heart's big, so you can still say it.
So 7-4 here, early going Montenegro. Great start offensively. And Popovich, the little runner, no good. Vucevic cleans up the glass very well. Kendrick Perry, spot up three, top of the key, no good. Again, Vucevic to tip it.
And that's what I was mentioning in the open with Vucevic, where he's so dangerous is on the offensive boards, and the second chance opportunity. There he picks up 2 old boards, and second opportunity there, he tips it in.
There are 5 quick points for Vucevic as Anthony Edwards can't get it to go. Here comes Radoncic. Expect Vucevic to get a lot of touches. Perry inside, Jaren Jackson Jr. contest, but it's an and one for Montenegro. Kendrick Perry, the hoop in the horn.
And he's usually a facilitator, but he's seeing there that there was nobody closing out, nobody defending him, just blows by Mikal Bridges there, and a high finish over the hands, outstretched hands of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Perry, who plays his current basketball in Spain for Unicaja Baloncesto, played his college ball at Youngstown State. You can see there, USA typically drives the ball at a much higher pace than Montenegro, as Perry can't hit the free throw. The Hart tipped it out of bounds, so the possession will stay with Montenegro. The chance here for a 4 or 5 point play down this possession.
They're fighting, right? Even on that last play there, just the Montenegro just tipping the basketball and off of Josh Hart last.
Dangerous pass. Deflection from Jalen Brunson forces a turnover. They've done such a great job at that. A nice give and go. Brunson to kick out. Extra pass. Anthony Edwards for three. In and out. Here comes Perry. Out of Orlando, Florida originally. Shout out to the 407. Here's Vucevic. Back to Perry. Oh, doesn't hesitate. Takes the three. This time is too strong, and Anthony Edwards skies up for the rebound. Deflection there, ball on the floor. Josh Hart, you know he's going to get to it. Gets inside, nice bump off the glass for two.
Those are his plays. If there's a 50-50 ball around or on the floor, he's going to come up with it. There gets it, attacks the basket, and gets himself a finish.
See Josh Hart, 4.3 points per game, but actually leads this team in rebounding at 9 a game, as they'll be called for the foul here on the reach, to his surprise.
I don't know, all my years of playing, that whistle's blown. I've never seen a player put up his hand and really say, you know what, ref, that was me. That's a foul. That's really a foul.
Yeah, so competitive, of course. Every possession matters in these 40-minute games. Here's Perry. Bridges, nice contest, but can't finish. Here comes Josh Hart again. Finds Bridges, puts his head down, gets to the cup. A soft whistle. We heard it here. A couple free throws to come here for Team USA.
Team USA's got to find a way here. Mikal Bridges attacking and getting the foul. Can have an opportunity at 2. USA's got to find a way right now to control Montenegro on offensive end and get out and run. Like that's when they're really good. That's when, you know, teams really can't keep up with them and make this thing a track meet. Simple basketball for them.
Bridges knocks down the first free throw. Yeah, you mentioned it. They come in off the backs of a 32-point performance in the fast break column last game against Jordan. Really got out and ran and created a number of highlights. I'm sure you saw those. Anthony Edwards, the windmill. But today's game, the competition steps up a little bit as we go to the second round.
It does, and Montenegro's had some chance of larger sample size to scout, to see USA for 3 games, and just know what they're really trying to do.
So 2-man action, Popovich and Vucevic. Oh, nice deflection, and Brunson forces another turnover, and they look to run. Here's Edwards leading the charge. Nice pass to Jaren Jackson Jr. Little bump, the touch, no good. Vucevic, another rebound. Then he throws it out of bounds.
Vucevic looking at Popovich right now and saying, listen, I'm going to get the rebound. You got to look. I'm outletting the basketball. Vucevic, he's not going to push the ball up the floor, so those guards have got to be ready to get out and attack.
So USA still looking for a little rhythm here offensively. Catch and shoot from Josh Hart on the wing. Can't hit it. Vucevic already his 4th rebound. Of course, this is a guy who led the NBA in defensive rebounds, total defensive rebounds last season. Here he is on the post, going right at Jaren Jackson Jr. Turnaround fadeaway, and fortunately for Jackson Jr., just missed it. Edwards, little Euro step, moves to the left hand, can't finish. Pass up ahead, here's Radoncic. Simonovic has a mismatch with Bridges, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. Going to be the 3rd team foul for Team USA. Take another look, Simonovic.
That could have went either way there. Simonovic with the elbow in the back of the head from Mikal Bridges. That was a point of emphasis in practice yesterday, just guarding the post. And that similar play, Ty Lewis mentioned to me that USA's gotten beaten on that baseline post up a number of times, so something to watch for.
Well, some good action there on the baseline out of bounds play for Montenegro, freeing up Simonovic, and it's another foul. Jaren Jackson Jr., you see, kind of getting screened out of the way and unable to recover in time. So Jackson Jr. will head to the bench. He's replaced by Paulo Banchero, the reigning Rookie of the Year.
See right now Montenegro, and look, you're just looking at body languages. Montenegro just looks like they have more of a pop, more energy than USA right now.
So Simonovic at the free throw line. He was the 44th pick by the Chicago Bulls in the 2020 NBA draft. Seen some action with them as well as with their G League affiliate.
Off a good season with Windy City, 14.8 points and just under 10 rebounds this past season.
And he splits the free throw. So a 4-point lead here for Montenegro. It's kind of reminiscent of that game against New Zealand. USA took a little while to get going. We're down 14-4 in the opening minutes until they got their groove and eventually led the rest of the game. Here's Brunson, gets inside, creates the contact and finishes for 2.
Brunson knows this is a matchup against Perry that he can attack. He's just bigger, stronger, and there's a number of times where he just gotten that ball and went right to the post, said, you can't guard me.
And Brunson comes in averaging 11 points per game on 68% from the field, as good defense there from Banchero on Vucevic. And Josh Hart, oh, nice Euro step all the way to the buckets.
Ooh, now you see me, now you don't. And he just pushed that thing full speed and that Euro step left to right, and it was just him in the basket after that.
So the USA ties it up at 12. 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back after the break.
Let's play once. Get forward. Hey, Masha. Pick, nema ništa, repeat, opet go down, okay?
Nikola Vucevic with a big-time start, as we expected, from the perimeter, knocking down the transition three right there. 5 points, 5 rebounds early for him. And this is where we said he's the most dangerous, getting on the offensive boards, the tip in. And USA right now can't allow him to continue to play as aggressive as he is. Got to be physical and get him out of his rhythm.
Yeah, Vucevic expected to play big minutes here this afternoon just to maintain the pace here with the U.S. You can see there a couple graphics, some analytical stats. So 12-12 here in the first quarter. Tyrese Halliburton on the floor for the first time, as well as Austin Reeves and Brandon Ingram. So Jalen Brunson, the lone remaining starter, and there's going to be a travel, some good defense, forcing the turnover.
Halliburton looking at Simonovic and saying, nope, that's not happening. Got a lower center of gravity and just really dictated where and forced him into that travel.
So Steve Kerr electing to go with a 3-guard front here. Brunson, Halliburton, and Reeves, as Brunson unable to finish. A little bit of contact, it seemed, inside. Radoncic out to Perry. They reset their offense. Again, a lot of two-man game action between Perry and Vucevic, and it's the easy two in the lane for Vuce.
Mid pick and roll, and that's where Vuce is really good. Doesn't get most of his points under the post. He gets those floaters, mid-range, really nice touch in that area.
So a quick three-point look there from Reeves, no good, and another turnover. Perry can't find the feed there to Simonovic.
USA has 4 guards on the floor right now. I'd imagine that Montenegro, with every possession that they come down, they're going to be looking to find a mismatch and just dump the ball in the post, grind out basketball. Got to capitalize on those situations. Can't have those forced turnovers.
So we're going to see Bobby Portis enter the game in the first quarter. Usually we've seen him a little bit later in the game, but clearly Steve Kerr looking to get some more passion here in this opening 10 as a turnover. Banchero throws away. Here comes Perry. Goes all the way to the rim. No good off the glass, but we got a foul underneath, I believe, on the rebound. And they're going to call that on Bobby Portis Jr.
Doncic following the play, not giving up. Perry gets that ball up. No box out there. It's a foul, careless foul. Here you see Banchero, tough shot, contested shot. That's where the transition starts for Perry.
Yeah, good defense on that possession from Vucevic, forcing the turnover. You see Team USA ranking 31st so far in passes per game. Spain, no surprise, at the top of that leaderboard.
You're watching this game right now, and USA doesn't seem to have much rhythm, but you look up at the score, and it's a 3-point game, right?
Yeah, plenty of time for the USA to find their rhythm, as Radoncic knocks down both free throws to extend the lead back up to 4. Here's Halliburton. Ingram, nice little jab step, stays with it. Oh, misses the reverse lay-in. USA just 5 of 16 so far from the field, 31%. Of course, they came in at a 55% clip, so some struggles here as layup no good from Popovich, but they get another offensive rebound. Little pump fake, nice extra pass. Ivanovic back out to Popovich. Some great ball movement. Here's Vucevic. Oh, good job there by Montenegro to get the shot from the baseline.
Great ball movement, but more importantly, 6 offensive rebounds from Montenegro right now.
Here's Ingram, top of the key. Takes a bump, and they're going to call that. So foul on Radoncic. Yeah, you mentioned it. They are really attacking the offensive glass. USA, no offensive rebounds thus far.
As you have a team that's crashing the board, you have positions 3, 4, 5, get into the rim, you've got to turn and find a body and just, even if you're not going to box out, you've got to be able to bump somebody, cut into the basket for USA. But what I do like is Ingram being aggressive. getting to the basket, 2 plays in a row, 2 possessions in a row. He's somebody that we got to get going.
USA really needs to capitalize when Vucevic goes to the bench. Here's Halliburton. He'll take that 3. Knocks it down. Big time shot from Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, so cool, so comfortable. Listen, if you're not going to step up and put a hand on the shot, I'm going to knock it down. This is simple basketball. Hand down, man down.
Hey, 40% from 3 this past season with the Indiana Pacers. His first season as an NBA All-Star. And Bobby Portis now on the block playing the post defense. Good patience. Oh, big rebound from Paulo Banchero. He can take it and push. Extra pass, Bobby Portis, corner 3. Oh, back-to-back trays for the USA.
That's good basketball. When you have Banchero getting the rebound, he can push the floor. You have Portis getting to the corner, and he's the one knocking down the 3. There's not much you can do there.
So final minute of the first quarter. Montenegro still the 1-point lead. Good denial here from Halliburton. And the ball pressure. And it's a steal for Halliburton. Breakaway. Take
And big-time defense, like you mentioned. He was forcing Montenegro out to half, just denying. And again, just being disruptive. What does it lead to? Transition baskets.
Yeah, we talked about that with Grant Hill yesterday. The fact that the guards are doing such a good job putting the ball pressure on the opponent's guards. Here's a 3-point shot. Ivanovic, no good.
Well, to your point, Coach Kerr mentioned the last press conference that they feel they have the best defensive guards in the tournament. And in plays like that, you see it.
So the end of the first quarter, USA goes back on top, 19-18. As we take a look. Welcome back to the FIBA Basketball World Cup from the Mall of Asia in Manila. Second quarter action, USA up 19-18 after the opening 10 minutes. As they look to find their rhythm, they shot just 42% from the field, but they did limit Montenegro to 35% shooting. Here's Bobby Portis, second corner 3, this time no good. Reeves the offensive rebound. Banchero puts his head down, gets into the lane, takes the bump. No whistle. And Montenegro comes away with the defensive rebound. Ivanovic leading the way for the second unit. Mihailovic inside to Dulovic, the captain. Here's Mihailovic for 3 off the dribble is good.
And again, they didn't get what they wanted on the first look, so you get the ball back in a re-screen up into that 3. Portis Jr. in that drop coverage are trying to take advantage of it.
So Montenegro back up 2. Of course, it's the first time that Montenegro gets to the second round of the World Cup, so an exciting time for them as Halliburton can't respond for the 3 from his own, but Bobby Portis keeps it alive a couple of times. A good hustle there from USA. Reeves initiating contact, and he'll head to the free throw line.
And Reeves just finding a way. Both he and Portis Jr. on the offensive boards. Here you see the attacking, forcing the foul, getting himself for 2 at the stripe. But if the offense isn't flowing, you're not getting easy shots fluidly or the dropping early, what best? You know what I'm saying? Get on the offensive boards and everybody's celebrating.
Yeah, once again, another display of this team's chemistry, just really supporting each other at every opportunity. Speaking of support, Reeves he's felt the love here in Manila from the fans.
Yeah, he's definitely a fan favorite.
And there is Grant Hill, the managing director and the man responsible for orchestrating this Team USA roster. We are now tied at 21. Slavkovic goes inside to Radovic. Ivanovic back to Radovic. A little mismatch here with Halliburton. Looking to hold his ground. Oh, big rebound, Brandon Ingram. Turn and run, leaks up ahead.
That's
Bobby
nice.
Portis.
That's good basketball. That's really good basketball. And twice now, Halliburton's been on that left block, and for some reason, Montenegro thinks they have an advantage. He's a transition play, great pass, leading the basketball. And Porter Jr. just getting himself to the rim. But how about his first 3 steps? Getting ahead of the defense, right to the free throw line, and a great catch like a wide receiver.
Well, Bobby Portis might be the elder statesman on this team at 28 years old, but was very athletic on that last possession as he misses the first free throw.
But I like Halliburton's defense on this left block right here. They've thrown it in twice, just assuming there's some mismatch there, and he just stood his ground and really wrestled with the offense and forces a tough shot.
So 1 for 2 for Bobby Portis Jr. Yeah, USA's defense will be their calling card. You know, they're going to hold teams to probably lower than average, below average shooting percentages and probably force a lot of turnovers. This time, layup no good there from Slavkovic. Here comes Ingram. Inside to Bobby Portis. Kind of rushed the shot.
Well, he had deep position, right? So you can understand, okay, I get this far under the basket and Ingram making a great pass. I'm looking to put the ball in the hole.
Here's Mihailovic, the score first point guard. Banchero, the great closeout. Oh, backdoor cut. Ivanovic all the way to the basket, can't finish. And here comes Halliburton, chance to run. The lob to Banchero! Alley! You got to know with Tyrese Halliburton, just run the floor. He will find you.
Just run the floor, he'll find you, and he makes every pass with a smile on his face. You just really enjoy watching him play, gets his teammates involved. You can't ask for nothing more out of a guard.
Again, Montenegro going to the block as many times as possible, and 2 points are good for Bojan Dublovic.
Dublovic, patience, getting into the paint, physical. Ooh,
come on,
boy. Come on now. Come on now.
6'10", 250.
Behind the back, the skill to gather his feet, and the finesse on the finish. Right hand, inside hand on the left side. Talk to me.
Yeah, a little jelly on that layup from Paulo Banchero. Back-to-back beautiful field goals for Banchero as the three-pointer no good from Dublovic. Here come the USA again. Up-tempo, Halliburton. A nice deflection from Mihailovic.
Might have missed Banchero though, rolling the easier pass, rolling right to the top of the key. And listen, after a play like that, I'm sure he would have knocked it down.
26-23. USA 3-point lead as Mikal Bridges will come back on the floor, replacing Bobby Portis Jr. Here's Reeves. Oh, throws it away. Some good defense on the pick and roll from Radovic. Ivanovic. Mihailovic, another three-pointer for him. This time can't hit. Offensive rebound, though, stays with Montenegro, and 2 points again from Nemanja Radovic. And that's going to lead to a timeout on the floor. Steve Kerr not happy with the box outs. So 26-25. USA still a 1-point lead. We'll be back right here after the break. Stay tuned on ESPN. Welcome back to the FIBA Basketball World Cup on ESPN. USA and Montenegro duking it out right now. 14 minutes in, USA a 1-point lead. Both teams shooting an identical 10 of 28 from the field. So it's been a very even game so far as you see Paulo Banchero's early contributions. Comes in averaging a dozen points per game, already with 4 highlight-worthy points so far.
Yeah, you know, and you mentioned it, neither one of these teams shooting an amazing percentage. What Montenegro has done to keep himself in the game is the offensive boards.
So a early appearance here from Walker Kessler, number 14 for Team USA. As Ingram gets inside. Whoa,
there we go.
Length on display.
There we go. You've seen the length, you've seen the ball handling, you've seen the skill, the footwork to avoid the defense and the finish.
Yeah, Ingram coming in averaging just under 5 points per game as Edwards forces the turnover. Great ball pressure yet again from Team USA. That's now 9 turnovers for Montenegro, but they haven't really been able to convert those into too many points just yet. Oh, what a feed to Kessler.
Oh my.
What did I say before the tournament?
This is going to be Halliburton's game, and we have a side bet going on. You said he's going to break USA's assist record, right? That's what it was?
It's the single game assist record that Donovan Mitchell got 10 last time as Halliburton gets a steal, finds Bridges. Ooh! Hard fall, but seems to be okay. Some great hustle from Halliburton to chase the ball down before it went out of bounds.
Well, Halliburton's come in, and his energy has really changed this game. Here you can see the tip, deflection, gets out into transition, chases the ball down, and the awareness to get Mikal Bridges the ball for 2 free throws. But to my point before, Halliburton's play, right? Defensively, he's come out, moving the basketball. Just his energy is infectious for his club.
So it's been a birthday week this past week for Team USA. Mikal Bridges turned 27 on Wednesday. Jalen Brunson turned 27 yesterday. And then Brandon Ingram, the young kid, turns 26 tomorrow. A lot of celebrating.
My, would I give to be 27 and 26 with young, springy legs. I would give it all.
So 31-25, USA enjoying their largest lead of the game so far. And we'll be back right after the timeout. Stay tuned and once again on ESPN. Welcome back to the FIBA Basketball World Cup on ESPN. Tyrese Halliburton helping his team build a 6-point lead off 5 points and 4 assists already here in the first half. And we haven't seen,
to go with that.
Yeah, we haven't seen Vucevic in a little while here. Extended rest as Halliburton once again fighting for that position, this time commits the foul.
And I'll take it, right? I'll take it because he's showing fight, he's showing grit, and there's nothing easy. And that's what you want playing against this Montenegrin team. You know they're going to punch it in the post. You can't allow anything easy, not just in the post, but on the perimeter as well. You got to be active hands to make those passes tough.
Ivanovic seemed to get away with a little travel, and that time we'll head to the free throw line. Mikal Bridges will be called for the foul. Tough call there on Bridges, his second personal. Take another look here. Ivanovic kind of slows down, waits for the contact, and Bridges seemingly went around it, but called for the foul nonetheless.
Yeah, Bridges has a case there. Ivanovic did a good job in the pick and roll, kind of just waiting and pursued and surveying the court. And as Mikal's trailing behind, you could see him dip that left backside of his into his sternum there.
Oh, Ivanovic at the free throw line. Playmaking guard, had 15 points against Egypt, but he struggled against Lithuania, 0 of 6 from 3. And he gets a little deflection here on Halliburton. Good ball pressure. Jalen Brunson replacing Mikal Bridges. So we see Steve Kerr making a few adjustments to his rotation, trying some different looks, some different combinations.
You imagine with this lineup with Ingram and Brunson, Halliburton, and Edwards, you're going to see a bit more 4 out, 1 in.
Yeah, of course, Jaren Jackson Jr. still with 2 personal fouls. Stays on the bench. Here's Brunson. Halliburton takes the 3. Can't knock down the second one from beyond the arc. Montenegro doing its work from the outside right now as Ivanovic puts his head down, gets inside, and just gets Ingram out the way for 2. Well, it's too easy for Edwards in transition, but he can't hit the pull-up 2. And Montenegro cuts the deficit back down to 2 points. Slowing the game down, as you mentioned, right? A lot of half-court action.
Running through their actions.
Anthony Edwards, again, the ball pressure has been suffocating. So, in a moment, take a look here as Anthony Edwards getting another steal. And foul committed by Montenegro in the backcourt. 31-29. Let's take a look at what's coming up on the FIBA World Cup halftime show. Just a moment. Jalen Brunson look for Reeves. A little crossover dribble, gets inside, a nice strip. And possession will stay with the U.S. See, Brunson gets into the lane, and they're going to overturn the call as it did go off Brunson's hip.
That's a good call there, Mihailovic getting the strip from behind. You could just see it go off the knee.
So still 31-29. A bit more of a defensive struggle here for both sides. Oh, nice quick feed. Dublovic hits the push shot just under the free throw line.
Great job on the catch, keeping it high, and just gets the ball much faster than Kessler can get off the floor.
Here's Kessler. Drop step, no good. And they foul in the backcourt. Not a smart foul from Walker Kessler. So coming up at the half, the FIBA World Cup halftime show, we got an inside look at Filipino culture from Team USA's players and coaches. We've also got the top 10 plays from yesterday's action at the World Cup. And of course, all the first half highlights and stats from this one. (31-31) all. It's been the tightest game for USA so far as Mihailovic fumbles it. Reeves comes away with a steal. And they're going to call a foul on Slavkovic. Slow down the fast break.
Mihailovic looking over at the officials right now, asking for where the foul was. Anthony Edwards did a great job being physical, getting over the screen, not dying when he got hit, and then forcing that turnover on the baseline. And sometimes you don't have to come up with the steal, you don't have to come up with the stop, but just being physical, just being present forces those turnovers.
So Reeves at the foul line. Of course, Austin Reeves comes in as one of the premier players for Team USA so far in this tournament, averaging 12 points per game, leading the team in assists with 4.3 a game, also 2 steals on 58% shooting. So doing it all for Steve Kerr. We also see Nikola Vucevic back on the floor. He was, resting from the 2-minute mark in the first quarter until like the 3-minute mark of the second. Should be fresh. Right away, a post touch. Nice defense. Walker Kessler swats it away. Vucevic stays with it. Second attempt, no good, and Kessler picks up the rebound. Here comes Josh Hart. Out to Reeves. Drives baseline, and they travel. And again, tell the fans how that kind of works.
Yeah, with FIBA and international play, that ball has to be on the floor before that pivot foot comes up. So a lot of the USA players are taking that open step and sweeping into their momentum, and you've got to have that ball on the floor before that back foot gets up.
We've seen a number of travels so far in the first 4 games for USA. And an offensive foul as Vucevic battling for position. Great job there by Walker Kessler. See Vucevic pleading his case. Take another look here. Kessler fighting over the screen.
A little wrestling down low. Never hurt nobody.
So the foul was on number 7 there, Slavkovic, his 3rd personal. Not called on Vucevic. Brunson, elbow pull-up. Surprised that he missed it. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Montenegro has to be happy with their performance so far, really slowing down Team USA. Here's Perry. His runner no good, and it's an offensive foul as Reeves hit the ground. And they're going to call that on Kendrick Perry as he released a shot. So back-to-back offensive fouls for Montenegro.
Perry pleading with the officials right now. Here you see Reeves just sets up shop. But a smart play by Reeves because he knows that Perry's going to be in attack mode. He came off that screen and the lane was open for him.
So they're going to call it, I guess, a loose ball foul, right? It's not an offensive foul, given the fact that Reeves is now at the free throw line. He misses the first. Austin Reeves, a phenomenal season with the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points per game, 53% from the field, 40% from 3. And of course, got even better in the playoffs, helping them get to the Western Conference Finals. And USA back up 3. There's Perry. Nice baseline drive, kicks it back out to Popovich. Shot clock at 3, over to pass, Simonovic, extra feed to Perry. As the shot clock expires, he banks it in for 3. And it's now tied at 34. USA in a battle.
It is Friday at 5 p.m. in Manila. I don't know if the bank is open.
Hey, Walker Kessler throws it down, and oh, little extracurricular activity as Simonovic threw an elbow to Kessler's chest. So referees will have some discussing here. And a technical foul is called on Montenegro. So a chance here for the USA to add to the point total on this possession. Another great feed inside that time as Walker Kessler rolled to the basket.
Simonovic took it a little personal. Kessler was hanging on the rim and I said, come here. You're going for this ride.
You can't get dunked on and then get called for a technical foul after.
There you see great pocket pass. Kessler with the punch. Simonovic, wrong place, wrong time. 2 hands for safety. The young fella getting up on the rim.
So Reeves at the line for the free throw tech, and he knocks that one down. And of course, in the FIBA world, technical fouls count as personal fouls. But that's now 2 personals on Simonovic as Kessler can't hit the first free throw.
Simonovic looks over at the officials saying, ball don't lie. Kind of had some words for him. He's got to be careful now.
Well, Kessler missing both free throws from the unsportsmanlike foul. As you see one more time, you know, he's hanging there waiting for Simonovic to get out of the way.
He had a little more juice there.
Yeah. But good job for Team USA keeping their cool. And this could have been like a 6 or 7 point possession. Instead, it's Kessler unable to hit on the roll.
Again, Ant with a great pocket pass, not just a score.
Montenegro fortunate. The USA only got 3 points on that possession after the technical and unsportsmanlike free throws. And we've got a foul on Kessler back on the other end, looking to defend Vucevic in the post. Here comes Paulo Banchero back on the floor to replace Walker Kessler. 49 seconds left. Again, USA just shooting 36% from the field. Very uncharacteristic so far in this World Cup. Perry goes inside to Simonovic. And right over Brunson, a quick jump hook is good.
Great touch, great awareness to get Simonovic the basketball, who had the mismatch on Brunson. Right now, Montenegro in a 2-3 zone.
As Edwards catch and shoot three, no good. Reeves almost got the tip in, and shot clock turned off. Montenegro a chance to take the lead into the halftime break.
Low scoring game, 37-36.
Oh, quick feed, and Simonovic throws down a two-handed hammer. And for the first time in this World Cup, USA goes into halftime down. Wow. So at the end of the first 20 minutes, 38-37. Again, Montenegro with the lead. You're watching the FIBA Basketball World Cup on ESPN. We'll be back here shortly after the break for the halftime show.
Chuck's always been a little twisted.
Everybody knows you love cheese, old man. So here's 6.
Oh!
No!
Ruffles, choose the flavor that speaks to you.
We love our house. The outdoor space is great, but we do have invasive weeds.
Ranger! He's up here!
At least Geico makes bundling my home and car insurance easy. We save so much.
Stay away from my family!
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
And you have to come here and respect the culture, and I think I did, and it's so great to come back, kind of a second homecoming for me, to come back and see my teammates and some of the great fans here.
When taking public transportation, the jeepney is a long time and most popular way of getting around. They are known for their crowded seating and unique art.
Oh yeah, it's a common transportation. Large groups can kind of an extended jeep, and that's why it's called a jeepney. And it's been a tradition of Philippine history, transportation history, but also their culture.
Meanwhile, USA guard Austin Reeves was born in Newark, Arkansas, with a population of 1,100 people. Coming to Manila has been a huge culture shock for the guard.
It's been crazy. You know, the fan support is amazing anywhere you go out here. They're highly praising you, treating you like with a lot of love. So, I appreciate that a lot. And, it's just been a lot of fun, just get over here, see the different types of, cultures and stuff. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
When it comes to food, England seeks out a good mango.
Back in the day, I think I ate more mangoes per day than anybody possible, whether it was just a mango raw, which is kind of, you eat it like an apple, you rip it apart, and it's excellent. Mango smoothies, mango shakes, dried mangoes, so I would go with mango as my number one.
Finally, Filipino-American and Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra craves chicken adobo. He's had the dish multiple times on this trip.
That's the food that my mom used to make, and it was my favorite dish. And I have to admit that I've had it for not only dinner this trip, I've had it for lunch and I've had it for breakfast. It's a great leftover food as well. And my Uncle Tony used to make great lumpia, which is more of my favorite snacking food.
Chicken adobo looks so good, we had to try it for ourselves. More second half action from Manila after this. You're watching the FIBA Halftime Show on ESPN.
Geico makes it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. In fact, it's so easy. It reminds me of a joke my mate told me. Wow, they really like that one.
Geico.
The Summer Beach Party is here at Greco Chevy in Lauderhill. Say hello to summer and goodbye to high prices with up to 10 grand off. Shop over 260 Chevys with new inventory arriving daily. And buy new Silverados up to 10,000 off. Traverse up to 7,000 off. Equinox up to 7,000 off. And get a huge cash offer for your trade at Greco Chevrolet in Lauderhill.
Will exceed your expectations. We guarantee it.
It's over now. Cincinnati come up with it. Big threat. Another block. That's the third block of the game by Renzabondo. Wow. Georgievich liking what he gets from Joe. And again, he goes up, and now he is the top scorer in this game with 18 points.
And what a pass there from Jia Wei between the legs, finding Zheng Zhao on the nice roll.
and they get it in. Spellman bringing it over. He's staying aggressive. Saud is open. His shot at the buzzer is good. Not sure if that's what Coach drew up, but it doesn't matter because it works anyway.
Trying to make a bit of contact, goes up, and Wenya Gabriel just says, not at my house.
Francisco tries to turn the corner, drops it to Yabusele, and one. It's just too strong, too big. Powers his way, bullies his way to the hoop.
Sammy, bullseye's out. Oh, look at that. Ahab Amin takes it away. You cannot be serious. That is not going to be, he just snuck up there, took the ball away, went in for a layup. And you got to do better than this. Look at this. And they get it to Cruz. He kind of fumbles it, gets it back, puts up a three. Got it! Well, there you have it. The icing on the cake of Mexico's best first half. There they go, Sammy with the bounce pass, and what hustle from Omar Hushain. Slapping it out of bounds.
Gabriel getting rejected. Soto with the denial. Lamont kicks out. Kwani looking to go in again. Still can't get it. Another block shot. Back-to-back blocks by Kai Soto.
Soho driving, he coughs it up. Baba with the ball. He's looking for help. He finishes it to Yajima. And one, Yajima.
What a play!
Japan has the lead.
Baba saw the defense coming, he's holding his shoulder, but look at the heads-up play.
Here's a live look at the fan zone at the Mall of Asia across the street. More USA basketball to come after the break. Team USA down one at the half. You see the shooting so far, just 35% from the field. The fast breaks have been happening, right? We got 16 fast break points, but Montenegro doing a great job with the points in the paint. That's even. USA missing 5 free throws so far. They're shooting, again, just 35%, 1 of 9 from 3. They're struggling.
They're struggling. I think for USA right now, they forced 12 turnovers and only have converted on 9 points. So they're getting opportunities, and if the half-court offense isn't going to be there, if Anthony Edwards is struggling in the first half, then you've got to be able to convert and get yourself some rhythm from those easy baskets.
Yeah, the Ant-Man just 0 of 5 from the field. Scoreless first half for him. Here's Vucevic. Already a quick post touch. Jaren Jackson Jr. sat that whole second quarter with the 2 fouls. They waste no time going right at Vucevic, whose footwork is impeccable.
Yeah. And he got 2 looks on that possession, one on the left side of the block, and how quick does he get over and really seal Jaren Jackson on his backside.
It's now a double-double already for Nikola Vucevic. 11 points, 10 rebounds. That's Anthony Edwards. Will that get him going?
Yeah, he's not going to stay cold for too long. You see that look on his face, that poised look coming off those staggers right to his left hand, gets to a spot for the pull-up.
And of course, USA, they were down, in the exhibition games against Germany. Obviously had a tough game against Spain as well, but won both of those. So they've been here before, this group, as Popovich can't get the follow-up to go, but he stays with it. Some great hustle from both sides, and Simonovic comes away with it and 2 points. Great hustle there from Montenegro. Also, USA getting out-rebounded in the first half, but Anthony Edwards to the reverse.
That's tough, and that's where they wanted him to go, forcing him left to that weak hand. He slices right back with a nice finish through the defense.
So back-to-back field goals for Edwards. And Vucevic posting up. Jaren Jackson faces up. 2 more.
Well, this might be in the second half here, the Vucevic and Edwards show. Both these guys showing you what they got.
Of course, Vucevic averaging 21 and 7 at this World Cup. After going 18 and 11 with the Bulls this past season, he's just he produces. A nice steal. Here comes Popovich. Ivanovic throws it away. Josh Hart, another hustle play from him.
Great anticipation.
Here's Edwards for 3. Short. Long rebound. Stays here with the USA. And you mentioned he's got that look about him. Gets inside. Oh, the nice block from Vucevic. He's been averaging 2 of those a game. Shot clock down to 2. Brunson's got to take the long 3. And off the back rim.
Ant's got to read that as well. As hot as he is coming on the second half, when he's penetrating, the defense is collapsing. That strong side, there was a kick out to look for.
Perry behind the back to Vucevic. Top of the key 3. No good. Hart, the rebound. 2-on-1. And throws it up to Bridges. Easy 2. Great fast break once again from the USA.
Somewhere Coach Jay Wright is sitting down having a morning coffee and loving what he's seeing from Josh Hart and his Villanova boys.
Yeah,
the hustle.
3 Wildcats in the starting 5 here. It's Perry off the glass for 2. And he yells right at Josh Hart. So back and forth we go. Montenegro up 3 as Bridges. That's too easy. Catch and shoot 3 from Mikal Bridges. Ties up the game.
Big time kick out by Brunson. Open Bridges. Easy bucket.
Bridges looking to guard Perry on the perimeter. They switch it out here. Edwards on Ivanovic. Vucevic. Good kick out. Extra pass. Ivanovic catch and shoot from the wing. Bridges the rebound. Edwards gets around the first defender. Takes the bump. Heads to the free throw line.
He's in attack mode. He's in attack mode right now. You can just see the transition there. Between the legs, gets into the teeth of the defense and right to his left hand. Nikola Vucevic, double-double, right? Mr. Double-double. Here you see post up, squared up, gets the space that he wants against the defense. And right here, attacking, big block by Vucevic.
Yeah, Vucevic, of all active players right now in the NBA, he ranks 5th in rebounds. He's a player, it's that simple. You see Edwards' stats from the last game against Jordan, where he had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and a number of highlights as well. But I'm sure he'll give up those highlights for a win here this afternoon as he gives the USA a 2-point lead. didn't stay scoreless for long. 6 points now. Comes in averaging 16.3 points per game. Josh Hart looking to match up. Oh, nice strip. Brunson in transition. Always plays at his own pace. They're going to call a travel. I guess he got his foot down before he made the pass. Brunson can't quite believe it. It's now 6 turnovers on the U.S. They forced 14 turnovers, as you mentioned, but it hasn't really translated to a lead of any kind of substance.
Yeah, they're doing what they're supposed to on the defensive end, but they're putting a little bit too much pressure on their offense when they're not converting.
Here's Radovic for 3. Left them open again. Vucevic keeps it alive twice. And Montenegro draws a foul inside.
Yeah, with Vucevic, it's not good enough to just be in the area when the ball is on, the offensive board comes off the rim. You got to put a body on him, you get your backside on him, and if you can push him under the rim, there you see the fight kick out there. If you can get him under the rim and allow a teammate to come up with the rebound, you've done your job.
So they gave that foul to Hart, not Jackson Jr., so that's Hart's second. Ivanovic pulls up in the elbow and knocks down another 2 to tie it back up. Edwards, a lot of room, almost daring him to shoot. They're in that zone defensive look. Here he is, nice little pump fake. Pulls up from the free throw line. That was smooth.
And you can see Coach Kerr on the sideline telling him to keep at it. Gave up, a 3, gets it back, and gets a rhythm shot right where he wants it.
So Edwards gets 8 of the 13 points. They're going to call a reach-in on Brunson. Kind of took the front of that foul.
You can see just the late second swipe with the hand. Playing really good defense, bailing out the offense, and here you go to the free throw line, just elevates. There's nothing you can do about that. Strong base, gets up into his jumper.
Perry off the screen, feeds Vucevic, little kick out. Shot no good from Simonovic. The trailer, Jackson Jr. finds Edwards. Goes back inside. Jackson Jr. looking to post up. Simonovic gets a round. It rolls in.
All right now. Well, you get rewarded for strong pace, right? You have Simonovic on. You can see Jaren Jackson Jr. was attacking to dunk the basketball. Still gets it too.
Look at the matchups here as Josh Hart looking to defend Vucevic in the post. They want to keep Jackson Jr. the help defender. And Radovic can't make the layup with a nice feed there from Vucevic. And now a foul on the floor. Josh Hart once again battling for position. As we're going to take a look here, the key players for today. Anthony Edwards, 8 points. Vucevic, as you mentioned, a double-double already, 13 points, knocking down 1 outside 3. You got to contain him here in the second half. The USA wants to come out victorious. Once again, in Group J, it's USA, Lithuania, Montenegro, and Greece. USA playing obviously today on Friday, and then they'll play on Sunday against Lithuania, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And the top 2 teams from this group will advance to the quarterfinals as Kendrick Perry, good kid, Matt City knocking down the 3.
And again, that horns action and Perry just picking out Jackson Jr. in the horns action there. Knows he's low, knows he's going to drop coverage.
Just a veteran play there from Jalen Brunson, drawing the foul. Let's take a look at Brunson, the pump fake, getting Radoncic off his feet. Radoncic wants to travel, but instead he's the one who commits the foul. That's going to be the 3rd team foul on Montenegro. We'll be back here after the break. Stay tuned on ESPN. Welcome back to Manila and the FIBA Basketball World Cup on ESPN, where Team USA enjoying the slimmest of leads, 52-51 over Montenegro. We've seen tremendous fight from the Balkan country, just 600,000 people. You can expect all those citizens to be watching this game, one of the biggest games of their lives, as Montenegro has never qualified for the second round until today. And there you can see Marko Simonovic, Chicago Bull player once upon a time, 9 points and 3 rebounds. And Austin Reeves, Halliburton, back on the floor for USA.
And Montenegro in that 2-3 zone right now, just really trying to keep USA on the perimeter.
USA just a nice pass. Yeah, you see the feed there from Reeves to Jaren Jackson Jr., who's, I think he's pretty ambidextrous. He's finished with the left hand a number of times here throughout the World Cup, obviously with the Grizzlies as well. And that's how you attack a zone. Nice move. Radoncic goes right at the Defensive Player of the Year. Edwards comes away with the rebound. And another steal, this time Ivanovic throws up to Perry. Saves it out of bounds off Jaren Jackson Jr.'s foot. So Ivanovic making a number of plays defensively. You see him there. He's got 2 steals now to go with his 6 points. And Perry, smart play, just throwing it out of bounds to maintain possession. Deflection, Bridges, first one on the floor. We got a jump ball. Possession arrow over to the United States.
Bridges there forcing that turnover. Fortunately for Montenegro, dead ball turnover, but Bridges fighting over the screen. That's why you always tell players, especially young players, not to die on screens, not to cut them short or go, under them, because you force the offense into compromising situations.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges makes all those kind of plays. He led the NBA minutes this past season. Also played 83 games this past year.
Iron Man.
After the trade from the Suns to the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Jackson Jr. Edwards turns the corner. Euro step all the way to the rim for the easy lay-in.
He's a bucket. He's a certified bucket.
Yeah, a walking bucket, double figures now. The first player for USA in double figures this game. Catch and shoot 3. Simonovic, air ball. Halliburton. Looks to run. Finds Edwards in rhythm. Can't hit the 3.
3 ball just hasn't dropped for USA today. 2 for 13, just 15%.
Yeah, it's been probably the one blemish in the preliminary games. If you have a whistle underneath, Edwards fighting for position with Vucevic. But the USA has won, 60 of their last 62 preliminary games, before reaching the knockout stages. As you see Coach Will Hardy of the Utah Jazz in the building, trying to catch, obviously, Utah Jazz big man Walker Kessler.
Got a number of coaches in the building. Just had a chat with Phil Handy out here watching Austin Reeves. A lot of teams are out here just keeping close to their players. We'd love to see that kind of support.
So a 5-point lead here for USA. As Kendrick Perry, little hesitation. Ooh, the tip in, and that's going to be an and 1. So count the bucket for Vucevic, and he'll head to the free throw line for a chance at the 3-point play.
Here you see the tap by Perry, the hesitation, acrobatic finish, but then the tip in there by Vucevic, the switch of the hands, gets around Ingram, and the crashing the boards. And I mentioned it before, it's not good enough just to be in the area. You've got to put a body, you've got to force, you got to use grit, toughness, and push Vuce out of that red zone, out of the paint, because if he gets a hand on it, he's skilled enough to tip it. Great rebounder, like you mentioned, and he'll come up with it like he did here.
Yeah, Banchero is letting him get away from him. And a chance here for Vucevic to get his 16th point.
And you think, his game, you think Vuce is having a quiet game, right? You look at his number. His number is 15 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 of those are offensive. Just really poised. It's not a loud game. You're not dumping it in for him to give you 30. or 40, but his impact, again, the penetration here to attack, he's crashing the boards from the three-point line. And over the course of the tournament, he's been the third efficient player, right behind Luka Doncic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So, and those are some big-time guys.
Well, listen, Vucevic, two-time All-Star in the NBA, right? Obviously played his college ball at USC, 3 phenomenal years there, especially his junior year before coming out in the draft. Vucevic drafted by the Sixers and was part of that blockbuster trade back in August 2012 that saw big man, I call it the big man trade. Bynum went from the Lakers to the Sixers, Dwight Howard from the Magic to the Lakers, as Halliburton knocks down the three-pointer, his second one of the night.
Looks over at Coach Radovich and says, listen, somebody's got to step up. You can't allow me to shoot.
And another forced turnover. Good trap there on the ball screen. Banchero and Bridges as we got a foul on the perimeter. So, again, the second unit for the USA has typically came in and brought in a lot of energy. They've upped the intensity. And +6 so far here in the third quarter for the USA.
Well, over the last couple of games, it's always been somebody different. We've seen Reeves, we've seen Banchero. Now we're seeing Halliburton right now step it up and just change the game with his energy.
Oh, turnovers. Ingram was looking for Halliburton. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor by Montenegro as the USA up 5. Take a look here at Ali Marks, Jalen Brunson's, now wife. They got married last month in Chicago. So we're going to check out some of the highlights here of this game against Montenegro.
And Mikal Bridges just does a bit of everything. Nice touch finish under the rim. Love to play with a guy like that. And Edwards coming out the second half, getting to his spot, just has that look, that poise, that conviction in his eyes.
You see the stats, Montenegro just really dominating the paint area. 18 second chance points thanks to 16 offensive rebounds. USA doing a lot of their damage in transition. They've got 18-0 advantage on fast break. So like you said, it's a contrasting styles. Half court versus fast break.
Fast break. And both teams are sticking to their game plans. They're sticking to their guns. We've seen Montenegro come out and they've showed a bit of zone. They've shown a bit of zone. You've seen USA change up the lineups. And that second line, again, Halliburton has come in and really played with, conviction and invigorated his team.
Well, you see the schedule. Lithuania on Sunday for Team USA, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. That game will also be live on ESPN2. Make sure you tune in, get your, enjoy a Sunday morning breakfast and catch some USA basketball. It's also the last Sunday before the NFL officially kicks off. So all you basketball fans, and obviously USA trying to get to that quarterfinal. Right now, it's not technically the Sweet 16, but we started the World Cup with 32 teams. We trimmed that down to 16 teams in contention. The other 16 teams, they're playing for classification. There's still spots for the Olympics up for grabs.
Well, the intensity of the tournament does remind you of March Madness, so to say, right? Every team coming out and playing for something.
Yeah, speaking of March Madness, I believe my partner here, Javon Shepard, played in the tournament back in 2010, was it?
2010, and that good man, Blake Griffin, and that Oklahoma Sooners squad got us out of there.
Yeah,
couldn't do nothing with him. I just remember him being so big, so strong, couldn't get around him, couldn't get over him.
That was the first time Michigan got to the tourney in a few years, but since then, a lot of success, obviously.
Except PTSD, so I don't know why you brought that up.
USA now 59-55 lead here in the final minute of the third quarter. You see the free throw shooting. Montenegro 7-10 so far. USA 12 of 17. Here's Halliburton, gets into the lane. Nice little half spin, fadeaway, and one.
He's in control. He's in control. There's nothing Ivanovic could have done there. Just getting into the lane, so surgical, his own pace, and then spins away. You can see creating the space on the spin, gets up, elevates by himself, gets nudged on the elbow, get to the line for one more.
Yeah, Halliburton now the second player in double figures for the USA. And he misses the free throw. So 10 points and 4 assists for the Pacers point guard. Ivanovic inside. Reeves playing some tough defense on the block. Holds his ground, takes it away. Tough D there from Austin Reeves, and a chance here for the USA to get the final shot of the quarter. Here's Halliburton, isolates. Step back three, long distance. Can't hit, and that's going to do it for the third quarter, 61-55. So USA up 6 after being down at the half.
Great team effort, big time team effort. And that's the end of the third quarter. It's crunch time, presented by Nike.
Welcome back to the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. It's crunch time, presented by Nike. And it's definitely crunch time for Team USA with a 6-point lead here as they go into the fourth quarter. Group J action, the fourth game for USA. They look to stay perfect. Dublovic, first 2 points of the fourth quarter, goes to Montenegro.
He's been so patient when he gets the ball in the post. Even on that attack there as he's motioning to the basket, he has that off arm protecting himself.
Obviously, USA has looked so dominant in their first 3 games as Banchero responds with 2 of his own.
Great job by Ingram, attracting the defense, taking the attention, and Banchero cutting from that weak side. Great finish, great awareness.
6 points now for Banchero. That's half of his average here in the tournament. As Dublovic can't hit the long three. Ingram, the rebound, looks to push. Halliburton runs the show. Reeves been quiet from the field. He is 6 of 7 from the line. Banchero is deflected out of bounds by Radovic. Shot clock at 10. Steve Kerr looking on. Halliburton will inbound the play. Been working on their sets in their practices. Quick feed to Halliburton, corner 3, wide open, no good, and Dublovic comes away with a rebound.
Strong board.
They're dominating the glass, 39-25 advantage for Montenegro.
You know, it's impressive for a team that's not the most athletic.
There's Radovic, the jump hook, no good. Another offensive rebound, and Bobby Portis fortunate to come away with it. Reeves the crossover, gets to the lane, takes the bump, and he'll head to the free throw line for his 8th and 9th free throws.
Transition play, pushing the tempo here, attacking the basket. And at one point, you had 5 white shirts just to 3 Montenegro red shirts, right? Montenegro has to do a better job right now. You know that USA is going to get out and run the basketball. You've got to get back below that free throw line, match up, and try and stop the ball.
Austin Reeves missing that first free throw. 86% free throw shooter with the Lakers. He splits these 2.
7 for 9 on the night.
But what I'm curious to see is Kerr's finishing lineup. For the first time, he's got to really think about this, right? So 8:20 to go here. You got a 7-point lead. Hajlovic, good pump fake. And Bobby Portis can't quite get there to help side. So Radovic getting the 2. Here's Ingram, quick in transition, goes right at Mihajlovic and commits an offensive foul. Great anticipation defensively by Mihajlovic.
Push here, and we just anticipated that cross step. Great job, great awareness on the defensive end.
Montenegro refuses to go away as Halliburton called for the reach-in foul.
That's his 3rd foul, 2nd team foul for the USA.
Third foul there on Halliburton. He and Josh Hart, 3 fouls apiece. There's Mihajlovic. Pump fakes with 3, gets moved off his feet, but he's short. It's going to be an air ball. Possession back over to the USA. A little extracurricular activity.
We don't want
here.
that something happening.
That's
why we are trying to to the players, we need to stop it. We try to stop it. That's
Tyrese Halliburton having a word with the referee.
Go.
So you see the two big men battling inside. Portis fortunate not to be called for the foul. Here's Reeves. Banchero. And he loses the ball. Another turnover for the USA, their 10th of the game. See the three-point shooting has been a struggle. 3 of 16. Unfortunately, Montenegro just 4 of 16 on their end, so they have been punished from outside the three-point line. Weave action for Montenegro. Ivanovic pulls up for 3, big-time shot. And he makes it a one-possession game.
Smart play that comes off the screen, and there's nobody in his vicinity.
Behind the back, Banchero takes off, and he'll head to the free throw line after a nice feed there from Austin Reeves.
How about the behind the back pass by Austin Reeves? Let's not forget now, that was the left hand. Comes off the screen, great job, splits defenders with the left hand, and Banchero, 2 hands off of 2 feet, just strong play, strong basketball.
Yeah, it's also the right pass there from Reeves. So Banchero heads to the free throw line. 7 points on the night. You see the keys to the lead. USA, 19 fast break points, still a plus 12 in bench points, but they are a minus 16 in second chance points, and that's something that other teams are going to probably pay attention to. USA slightly vulnerable on the glass as Bobby Portis redeems himself a bit. Here's Banchero, another bump. He kind of rushed it, and he'll head right back to the free throw line.
Look at how unselfish Portis Jr. is, right? He misses that layup, and Banchero comes up and gets himself a chance at the free throw line. He's the first to pick him up. Here's the initial attack. Banchero around there, and right away runs right over. That's the type of unselfish play and a teammate, consummate teammate, Portis Jr.
So Banchero slight struggles here from the free throw line. Was 1 of 3. And he had such a tremendous game in that first game against New Zealand. 21 points on 8 of 10 from the field. And this time was 1 of 2. USA just 15 of 24 from the free throw line, 63% after coming in at an 82% clip from the charity stripe. Again, no Vucevic on the floor for a little while, but he'll be here for the final stretch. I'd imagine as Ingram gets called for the foul. 3rd team foul on USA. Ingram picks up his 2nd. Montenegro happy to take its time. Screen here, Dubovic, Ivanovic, another 3, this time no good. Gets his own rebound though. Chance to reset. Reeves can't stay in front of Mihalovic. Ingram, he gets the rebound. Oh, nice poke away, and Perry can't quite hustle it down. So 20 seconds on the shot clock. And Steve Kerr calls a timeout here on the floor. So USA up 4. We're entering kind of that crunch time for real, the last 5 minutes of the game. What do you think he's telling his guys in the timeout?
Well, one, the intensity, and I could see that adjustment there in the pick and roll. Ivanovic comes off the screen, and Portis Jr. is a bit more aggressive up on the roll at the line of the screen, forcing a tougher shot. So I think in the last 6 minutes of this game, who you are defensively, the intensity defensively has to step up. And then once you get out, again, just the conversion rate there just has to be a lot higher.
Also, we haven't seen Cam Johnson in today's game yet, the sharpshooter. You take a look at the energy tracker, one of the features here at the World Cup, telling you how much time players have spent on the court and on the bench. You see the 2 stars, Edwards and Vucevic, both getting a reasonable amount of rest. They should be able to go here for the final push.
Perry there, the attack. And again, Vooch in position. Perry knocking it down from 3. Called glass. Right down the center of the key. Left-handed finish, nice touch. He's small in stature, but big heart and big play. Jackson Jr. deep under the rim. All right, nobody's going to step up. Mikal Bridges is late coming over the screen. I know what to do with it. Stop and pop.
Well, Kendrick Perry, 10 points and 5 assists. A young man out of Edgewater High School in Orlando. Same high school as Memphis Tiger legend Darius Washington Jr. Of course, the school made famous in their battles with Sebastian Telfair and Lincoln High School back in the day. It's also where Marquise Daniels and Anthony Simons went to high school, as Orlando basketball on the rise. Here's Edwards back on the floor with Halliburton. Jaren Jackson Jr. looking to post up with Vucevic. Instead, he'll set a screen. Edwards goes away, takes a three. Big time shot from the Ant-Man.
The difference on that shot there is how balanced he was. He knew he had the time with Vucevic on him and just had the patience, got himself squared, and got his energy from his legs.
Here's the cross screen that USA worked on in practice. Jaren Jackson Jr. holds his ground, takes the fall. No call. Ivanovic can't hit. Oh, the steal, Bridges, and a blocking foul. Mikal Bridges, the Swiss Army knife, yet again. Great anticipation getting in the passing lane. Second steal, that's 12 steals now for the U.S. As you see Bridges read that telegraph pass all the way.
Well, they forced 19 turnovers for Montenegro, against Montenegro. That's Montenegro goes back in the locker room, whether after the game, whether win or a loss, and you look at those 19 turnovers before with 5 minutes left in the game, and that's costly.
Yeah, I mean, they're +8 in field goal attempts on Montenegro. They're shooting just 39% from the field. So USA obviously playing good defense. Oh, there's good defense again from Montenegro. Here comes Kendrick Perry. Goes right at Reeves, takes off, but a two-handed jam.
Hold on now.
Hey,
hold on now.
6-foot point guard with the bounce.
We still have a game, 5-point game with 5 minutes to go.
There's Bridges for three. Can't hit it. Oh, what a steal. Edwards, left-handed dunk. Wow. What a heady play from Anthony Edwards. The ball pressure in the backcourt.
Just not giving up, right? Just sticking around. Gets a hand on the ball, and again, that flat-footed, almost a vertical off of that right foot, left-handed finish.
So Edwards, after starting 0 for 5, has made 6 of his last 9 shots. Here's Vucevic. The footwork again, the fadeaway, no, but Radoncic gets the putback. Offensive rebounds yet again, that's 20.
20 offensive rebounds. 20.
Can we expect some rebounding drills in practice? There's Edwards. Can't hit it off the glass. Reeves tried to poke it away. And under 5 minutes to go, it's a 5-point game for USA. This is a similar lineup that we saw against Germany. That close game with Reeves and Halliburton kind of closed things out.
This is a good test because the games are becoming more important. Perry knew Halliburton, great contest, just using his length there.
Kendrick Perry, a little indecisive on that possession. Leads to a turnover. It's now 21 turnovers for Montenegro, and just to be down 5 to the USA with 21 turnovers, it's really impressive. Edwards finds Bridges, and we got a lot of contact on the post area. That's going to be free throws for Jaren Jackson Jr. Or looks like Bridges might head to the free throw line as a junior. So it is Jaren Jackson Jr. at the free throw line. He's got 6 points on the night, no rebounds and no blocks for Jackson Jr.
And that's a bad foul by Dulovic.
We'll take a look at the slate here, games tonight. DR, PR, what a game that's going to be. And of course, Slovenia, Australia with Luka Doncic matching up with Patty Mills and co. It's the second round action. We've already had Italy with a big upset over Serbia, 78-76 in an earlier game. And Spain currently in action against Latvia, Germany against Georgia. So much phenomenal basketball on the ESPN family of networks, but on ESPN2, it's all the USA games right now. Vucevic for three. That would have been a big one. Would have made it a one-possession game instead. A chance here for USA to extend. Halliburton gets inside, leaves it out for Reeves. Reeves in and out dribbles. Oh, the tough behind the backdoor pass off target. And oh, great contest. A couple guys got their hand there on the shot. Doncic at the free throw line. Well, they continue to attack the offensive glass, and it's just a 4-point game. Knocking on the door. This would easily be the greatest win in the history of Montenegrin basketball. Trust me. Here's Reeves. Step back three. Big time shot. Big shot. AR-15.
Big shot, Reeves. 2-3 zone by Montenegro, and USA staying patient, overloading that strong side. Reeves in the corner. I'm going to knock it down.
Well, Austin Reeves infamously said, "I'm him," against the Golden State Warriors in the playoffs. You can see why. Such a confident basketball player. A young man out of Newark, Arkansas, giving the USA a little bit of breathing room here in the fourth quarter.
Just the patience there on that set. That was probably the best half-court offense that we've seen USA run this game against that 2-3 zone. Just staying poised, running through their own.
So here are the current standings in Group J. Once again, USA, Lithuania, Montenegro, and Greece. USA's already played Greece, and the results in the first round move on to the second round. The USA has a chance to finish this particular group phase with 10 points. But of course, they got to play Lithuania on Sunday. Lithuania and Greece will be in action later today here from Manila in the Mall of Asia Arena. By the end of Sunday, we'll know kind of the final 8 teams remaining in the tournament.
And I'll tell you this much, nobody wants to go home. Nobody wants to go home. You want to be in that final 8 there. Again, you're playing for the name on the front of your jersey. There's a lot of pride there. There's a lot, at stake, a lot on the line.
Yeah, the World Cup is FIBA's flagship tournament, the 19th edition of the World Cup and the World Championships. Started back in 1950 in Argentina, with Argentina defeating USA in the final of that one. USA getting its first gold in '54, and they've got 5 golds in total. And here's a foul underneath as a few bodies hit the floor. Call a blocking foul, so 2 free throws to come.
I don't know how Mihailovic found his way to the basket there, split the defense up top. There were so many bodies. The trees down low, just found a way to get it off. Picked himself up a foul.
So 2:20 to go. Mihailovic at the free throw line, looking to make this a 5-point game. And he misses the first free throw. Costly. Montenegrin fans getting a little nervous. They can taste the upset. And Mihailovic splits the free throws. So 75-69, a 6-point game. Again, it's crunch time here. Montenegro is somewhat confused defensively. They go back into a man. Here's Edwards, the kick out to Halliburton. Able to keep it in bounds. Shot clock down to 3. Jaren Jackson's got to do something. The running hook, wow! The big man out of Michigan State with a clutch 2 points.
Yeah, he turned garbage into gold there. Shot clock winding down, broken play. Just attacks. A nice touch with that running hook over the left shoulder.
Montenegro looking to drive again. Oh, the pass deflected by Jaren Jackson Jr. That's why he's the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Halliburton inside to Bridges. Reverse layup is good. And just like that, the U.S. has its largest lead of the game, +10. And what a time to get it.
Crunch time, right? And they turned it up a bit. They turned it up a notch. Now you see them getting out there running. Jackson Jr. with 2 big plays. The attack with the clock winding down, and then coming back on the next possession, making a big defensive play. Just getting that momentum, getting that energy going. You can see the bench getting into it. That type of play invigorated their group. And now you come out with 1:30 left, up 10, and you can see the momentum shift to USA.
Well, we're going to check out a few news and notes from this tournament. Obviously, your country, Team Canada, continues to roll undefeated. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 27 points the other night against Latvia. Canada back in action tonight against Brazil. USA's next opponent, Lithuania, they play Greece next. Listen, they beat this Montenegrin team 91-71 the other night. Meanwhile, the Dominican Republic and Carl Anthony Towns, they are also a perfect 3-0, and they face off against Puerto Rico tonight in a battle of the islands.
Yeah, I love the islands, and I'll tell you, I woke up to a text this morning from Shai, and he said, "I'll see you in 4 days, ...
Hey,
so,
first team All-NBA. Shai's been, I don't want to say the breakout star of this tournament. He's, obviously we also got Luka Doncic, we got Anthony Edwards, and he's played very well in the second half. All 15 of his points coming after the halftime break. But yeah, Lithuania's got to be watching this thinking, if we play with the same type of defensive intensity that they played against Montenegro, they might give USA some trouble. Here's Vucevic. Couple pivots and off the glass for 2. Give him 18 points on the night to go those 15 boards.
Great footwork, right back to the basket game, and a little shimmy and a step through.
Here's Edwards, couple in and out dribbles. Tough shot from the Ant-Man yet again.
He gets so low to the ground, controlling the ball, and then creates the space. Just knows when he's playing against a big, he can control the game.
Here's Perry. He gets into the lane, and his runner is good. So, again, they're not going away. Still a single-digit game. Obviously, the clock against them. USA contented to just run the possession here. Under 10. There's Jaren Jackson Jr. Gets inside, and a swipe down from Vucevic will send Jackson Jr. to the free throw line, as he has a chance to be the 5th player for the USA in double figures.
USA's done a really good job in this zone, just staying patient and finding weak spots and just moving the basketball. We've seen a corner 3, we've seen him attacking in the mid post here with Jackson Jr. against it. And again, you play against his zone, the key is staying patient. The key is not bailing your opponent out and just jacking up threes or playing on the perimeter, just moving the ball around the perimeter, because that's what the zone is designed to do. But you move it, find the gaps, and be aggressive, good things will happen.
Couldn't fit it any better. The patient offense leads to a couple free throws there from Jaren Jackson Jr. And we're just moments away here from the 4th victory for Team USA, as Mihailovic's high arcing 3 no good, Bridges the rebound. And that might just do it here in the Mall of Asia as the fans start to get up on their feet. 83-73. Of course, we got one more foul here, as, point differential matters. Obviously, USA looking to stay perfect. Again, they'll be against Lithuania on Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. 2.5 seconds left here. Austin Reeves at the foul line. And the score is a little unfair for Montenegro, right? Like, they were right there the entire game, and they're going to end up probably going down double digits here.
I thought this was a great test for USA, and they answered it. Right at half, it was a low-scoring game, a 1-point game. They went into the half down. In that 3rd and 4th quarter, they really turned things around.
So at the end of this one, USA victorious 85-73 over Montenegro. A big-time win from here in Manila for the USA. We'll be back here shortly to wrap things up just after the break. We take the sights at the Mall of Asia Arena here in the Philippines. Welcome back to the FIBA Basketball World Cup as we have the updated standings here in Group J. The second round, USA moves to a perfect 4-0, getting all 8 points. Lithuania a chance here to catch up with the U.S. after their game against Greece. Meanwhile, Montenegro falls to 2-2 for a total of 6 points. So, Shep, we're going to check out a couple highlights here from Team USA's action against Montenegro.
Yeah, and Tyrese Halliburton, he came out and just really energized his team. His 10 points and 6 assists. Mikal Bridges, you almost can't play with him off of the floor because he does so much for this unit defensively, offensively. And Ant Edwards, again, came out that second half and 17 points in that second half. You see some of the finishes. He just had that poise. He gave this team an energy. He gave this team a confidence, and they came out victorious.
Well, check out the stats. USA really picking it up in the second half. They end up shooting 48% from the field, knocking down 5 threes. The fast break points always going to be an advantage, but they were tied at points in the paint. Also a 39-26 advantage from the bench scoring. USA coming away with a 12-point victory. The next Team USA broadcast will be Sunday, September 3rd at 8:30 a.m. Eastern when Lithuania faces Team USA right here on ESPN2. Make sure you tune in for that one. Lithuania probably going to be the toughest test so far. And for Javon Shepard, my name's Josh Davis, saying so long from Manila and the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup on ESPN.